Imagine this: financial freedom, a life devoid of undue stress, and a future that's rock-solid secure. What if we told you that there exists a tool so simple that can make all of this possible? A world where your money doesn't control you, but you control it. A world where your finances are not a burden, but a catalyst for growth. This is what the 50-30-20 rule promises to deliver: an innovative approach to master your monetary matters. Intrigued? Well, stay with us to decode the enigma that is the 50-30-20 rule and seize the reins of your financial future. Are you prepared for a game changer? Here is the 50-30-20 rule, a budgeting strategy that is your gateway to financial equilibrium. You might be questioning what characterizes this rule. It's straightforward and revolves around prudent budgeting. Consider your monthly earnings as a pie. This pie has three portions: necessities, wants, and savings. The 50-30-20 rule, in essence, prescribes the proportions of these portions. The first segment, the widest one, consumes half of your pie. This 50% is set aside for your essential needs. These are the absolute necessities: housing costs, groceries, utilities, healthcare, and transportation. These are your non-negotiables, the expenses that you must meet without fail. The following portion of your financial pie, constituting 30%, is reserved for your desires. This is your discretionary spending. It accounts for subscriptions, weekend trips, social outings, hobbies. It's for the enjoyable aspects of life that aren't necessarily vital for existence. Lastly, the final portion, the remaining 20% of your earnings, is directed straight into your savings or investments. This is your nest egg. It's reserved for retirement, your children's education, or perhaps that dream house you aspire to own. So there you have the magic formula. The 50-30-20 rule, a simple yet potent budgeting tactic. But what does its implementation look like in everyday life? Let's delve further into it. Now that you understand the framework of the 50-30-20 rule, let's decipher how to put this strategy into practice. On this path of financial planning, the initial phase involves organizing your expenses into three primary groups: essential expenses, discretionary spending, and savings. Comprehending these categories is pivotal to achieve financial stability and can be a stepping stone towards your financial freedom. Essential expenses, as the term suggests, encompass all the costs you cannot dodge. These are the expenses ensuring your life functions without hitches. They could range from your residential rent or mortgage, utilities, health necessities, groceries, to transportation. In other words, if it's indispensable for your survival and welfare, it's classified under essential expenses. Following this, we have discretionary spending or wants. This group includes non-crucial expenses that enhance your living standard but aren't absolutely needed. Dining at luxurious restaurants, high-end fashion purchases, vacation expenditures, and luxury commodities all come under this category. Remember, the goal isn't to eradicate these expenses entirely, but to manage them in a way that they don't disrupt your budget. Finally, we have the savings category. It's fundamental for your financial safeguard and encompasses funds kept aside for emergencies, retirement, and other long-term financial objectives. This acts as a buffer that protects you against financial adversities and aids your wealth growth in the long run. Now let's see how the 50-30-20 rule applies to these categories. Half of your post-tax income should go towards essential expenses, assuring that your basic needs are fulfilled without burdening your finances. A third is allocated for discretionary spending, letting you relish the rewards of your effort without overspending. The remaining fifth is committed to savings, steering you towards financial assurance and autonomy. It's like slicing a financial pie where each slice holds a significant role. The largest slice, the essential expenses, keep you nourished and protected. The subsequent slice, the wants, imparts zest and pleasure to your life. The smallest slice, the savings, acts as the secret recipe, ensuring the pie continues to expand. Sounds straightforward, right? But hold on, there's more to this story. Why should you adopt the 50-30-20 rule? Let's delve into the rewards it brings. Imagine the serenity that comes along with financial stability. No more restless nights consumed by worries over bills, no unnecessary tension over unforeseen costs, and no guilt tied to impulse shopping. This is the peace that the 50-30-20 rule can offer you. This rule suggests allotting 50% of your earnings towards necessities, 30% towards desires, and the remaining 20% towards savings or paying off debts, allowing you to command your financial future. Let's dissect this further. The first advantage of this rule is the achievement of financial stability. By dedicating 50% of your income to meet your basic needs such as rent, groceries, utilities, and transportation, you ensure a secure life with sustenance and mobility. It's a stepping stone towards peace of mind. Secondly, we have the boon of saving for the future. By reserving 20% of your income for savings or debt repayment, you are gradually building a financial safety net. This could be a foundation for your retirement, your child's education, or for a down payment on a house. It's a way of gifting your future self with financial security. Lastly, the rule assists in controlling frivolous expenditures. By setting a limit of 30% of your income for wants, you establish boundaries. This could cover a quick vacation, a new gadget, or a night out with friends. It's about indulging in your earnings without jeopardizing your budget. Remember, the 50-30-20 rule is less about deprivation and more about achieving financial equilibrium. It's about being mindful of your expenditures and taking calculated decisions. It's the path to financial freedom. Yes, it may be daunting initially, especially if budgeting is new to you. But as you master it, you'll witness the transformation it brings to your life. You'll experience reduced stress, enhanced control, and you may even discover surplus cash to invest in your dreams. The 50-30-20 rule isn't just a budgeting tool, it's a gateway to a lifestyle transformation. Are you prepared to embrace it? Addressing the challenges of the 50-30-20 rule may seem intimidating, but rest assured we've got your back. Let's peel back the first layer of difficulty, managing the rule with an inconsistent income. Visualize yourself as a freelancer or someone with a paycheck that undulates. Implementing the 50-30-20 rule can appear daunting. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Figure out your average earnings over the course of the past half year or full year and let that serve as your benchmark. Indeed, you may find some where your income spikes and others where it dips. That's perfectly normal. The objective is to craft a budgetary framework that suits your financial trajectory. The next bump on the road, elevated living expenses. In some urban dwellings, the cost of rent or mortgage alone can devour over half of your earnings. The antidote lies in ingenious budgeting. Think about splitting housing expenses with a co-lodger or settling for a smaller, economically viable living arrangement. You could also delve into different avenues to supplement your income and balance your budget. Thirdly, the towering issue of debt. If you are entangled in a web of substantial debt, adhering to the 50-30-20 rule may appear unattainable. But keep your chin up. Make repaying your debt a priority under your needs bracket. Once your debt is tamed, you can then shift your focus to savings and personal expenditure. The final hurdle, scaling back on wants. We all harbor desires and little luxuries that we are reluctant to part ways with. But bear in mind the ultimate goal is financial stability and independence. Mull over the idea of opting for cost-effective alternatives or curtailing the frequency of indulgences. You might be pleasantly surprised at how much you can squirrel away without compromising on fun. Confronting these hurdles may appear formidable, but remember, the 50-30-20 rule is a guiding principle, not an unbending law. It's a tool designed to enhance your financial management skills, not induce stress. Feel empowered to tailor it to your unique situation. With a sprinkling of planning and self-control, you can transform these difficulties into stepping stones towards financial prosperity. With unwavering resolve and self-discipline, these hurdles can be effortlessly surmounted. So, ready to embark on the journey of financial freedom with the 50-30-20 rule? Here's a quick refresher. We embarked on this financial voyage exploring the 50-30-20 rule. A straightforward yet potent budgeting approach. It divides your income into three divisions: necessities, wants, and savings. Half of your income is assigned to necessities, 30% to wants, and the remaining 20% to savings or debt reduction. We then navigated through its application. Remember, the journey starts with determining your post-tax income, the final amount you retain after deductions such as taxes and Social Security. The next step, assign half of this income to necessities, the unavoidable expenses like rent, groceries, utilities, and healthcare. The subsequent 30% is allocated to wants, the enjoyable but non-essential items like dining out, hobbies, and entertainment. The final slice of your income, 20%, is saved or utilized to reduce debts. It may seem a minor slice of your income, but with consistency, it can amass substantial savings and assure financial stability. we further highlighted the influence of the 50-30-20 rule. It's not merely a budgeting tool, but a roadmap to take control of your financial destiny. It assists you in prioritizing your expenses, living within your means, and securing a financially sound future. It's a versatile rule, moldable to diverse income brackets and life events. We also addressed overcoming obstacles with this rule. Yes, it might initially appear intimidating, but remember, it's about making consistent, incremental strides towards financial independence. You can begin by monitoring your expenses, making mindful spending choices, and gradually adapting your lifestyle to align with the rule. So, here it is, the 50-30-20 rule summarized. A straightforward yet potent tool to help you seize control of your financial health. Remember, the 50-30-20 rule is your path to financial freedom. So, why wait? Embark on your journey today and secure your future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening videos.